just go on the camera, just come back to the middle of the mat.
So when they're really, you grab the ankle as well, when they're really sort of turning, is there a point where you sort of ditch, trying to put your shoulder over to get there? There's a few times where I was getting it, but then other times it felt like when I wasn't getting it, it was when the person was like really...
Yeah, so if you think about this, so what Josh could do is as you turn that hip all the way in, he could feed his legs straight behind your legs, between the middle. So no, don't move the left hook. Your right hook needs to go between Matt's legs, around the back, and in front of his hip. Yeah. Now grab his belt, or grab whatever you can, right? And you now want to put the second hook in behind him. Do this. So it's an option. So really turning. So look, I'm here, and I just want to put that in. You can take his back off of that. So it's a pretty simple sequence really. So anytime he's switching, like like that, what here? It's this idea. That's really the idea, because if he tries to turn back in now, turn back into me, right? He can't. But what he can potentially do is keep his back into me. And he could cause me problems here if I don't put the hook in. So that's an option there. Good question.
Can you still bail from that? Can you just turn them all the way?
Well, once he grabs his belt, you're done.
Yeah.
You can try and run.
Yeah.
And if you do, the guy then wants to just be going all the way out with it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hang on anymore. And you can grab the leg and have other interpretations of it. If they've not got a guinea, you're going to grab a leg and pull with the leg. Because all you need is something to brace against, because you've got two big pushes with your feet. And so you just need something that goes the other way. So one other thing with this, I think actually the biggest thing to notice when you're on the bottom for me with this, is that as long as I don't end up pushing his hands, his forearms, basically his upper limbs, I should be able to maintain a guard. So when we were playing just now, I sort of realised that every time I'm down here, yeah, he can maybe try and go over the top, but like from a jiu-jitsu, no strikes perspective, it's very hard for him if he's covering that upper thigh and I just keep pushing him back. As long as I'm maintaining the distance between our knees, I have loads of space I can fill. And I'm always looking for that because it keeps him back. Yeah? But the key thing is I'm not pushing, I don't really ever want to push his arms. And when you're on top and you feel somebody doing that, if I'm Adam, that's when I want to start just bringing my knees. Just let my knees do the real work, because he's not actually pushing on my legs. He's not pushing on anything meaningful. Whereas if I can push his torso even, I can get him back. Anything here. Don't forget pushing at his feet, because I can use that to move me back. So if he's blocking, put your hands in position like we talked about. So he's blocking this. I don't feel I can put your hands on your kneecaps and bring your elbows in. Yeah, so I don't feel that anything I start doing this, he can move his knees behind it. There's nothing here, right? So what I'm saying is, see how much further away he is now. And if he doesn't move, if he puts all his weight in that leg, well, no problem, I'll just move away. I'm going to use him to base on. But he can't cover everything. Maybe he can squat lower. Yeah, so he can squat lower, but I'm still not letting that knee on his lead knee. If I can keep that, this is my, margin of safety. That limb. Because he's got to get that knee inside to really cause me any real worries. Yeah, I then have a lot of space to play with, to decide what I'm going to do, maybe even get up. Does that make sense? So, Let's just get a new body. Let's see what the time is.